today to talk a little bit about styling details and invitations on the wedding day. So normally I style my items on the day of the wedding, and sometimes I get the invitation in advance or I get it that morning, so I can style it with the boutonnieres, the floral, ribbon from the actual, wedding gifts. I can add their bracelet, garter, rings, that kind of stuff. But in this case, we did not have the invitation and save the date card in the morning. We got it at the reception. So I wanted to go ahead and bring it home because it was getting too dark at the reception to do it, and go ahead and style it right here. So you can kind of see my layout here, and what I use is I use a styling board for you photographers out there who are looking. I got this on Etsy, and the ones I like are sold as styling boards for food photography, and they're on wood, so they're pretty durable. It's plaster on wood. They also make the ones made out of contact paper. You can also make your own using fabric and canvas stretcher boards. So I did that. I also got trays. This particular tray I believe comes from Amazon, but you can get trays at your local antique store. I also got like a little stamper here, and you can see that I got some stamping wax. These things I just got just now at like Dollar Tree. And then I also went and bought a bouquet of fresh flowers today at Giant Eagle to be able to style my bride's invitation, since I don't have the flowers from the wedding day, obviously. And this go here. So yeah, you can see I got the invitation, I got the envelope, I got all the pieces to the invitation, and I'm going to kind of show you a little bit what I do. So I also bring some silk ribbon, and I bring some cheesecloth. The cheesecloth is used to cover up the mirrored surface so you don't see my face, taking pictures of the invitation. So with fresh flowers, what I like to do is I like to place it inside the ring cups, the ring boxes, so that they stand up a little more. Like you can see the inside of like a Mrs. box or a generic Mrs. box. You can get those online. So I like to do that to stand them up a little bit more. Something I do recommend my brides do is they give me 2 copies of the invitation if they can, so that if the invitation is double-sided, or I want to use one side for styling and one side to have the invitation, we have that as well. And so some of the other things I sometimes do add, I sometimes like bring this whole, not sometimes, I usually bring this whole styling kit. It's a little bit. Okay, so something that I also do is I like to add wax, like little wax seals to the invitation. And if I need to, I will glue the edge of the invitation down with sticky tack or glue dots, and then I'll put the wax seal on top. And I love having like a little extra wax kind of peek out all around here. And one time I read that some people will just have the wax sealer on here, but if you don't have the wax, it's kind of pointless. So definitely get the wax, get that from Amazon, and the wax sealer. And then I got a generic one with no letter on it because I wanted to be able to use it for multiple couples and not have a specific last name or initial on it. So then the way I do the wax is I actually do my wax not directly on the invitation, because what if you mess it up? I do my wax on top of my plastic box or on wax paper on the back of a book of stamps. So I put my wax right here, drip it out, then stamp it, then transfer it from here. I just kind of like pry it up usually. I can get it. Okay, of course I can't get my example one, but I'll just kind of pry the wax up. Okay, that's a fail. Hold on one second here. So I'll kind of show you. I just light it up here like this. So it'll get drippy and it'll melt onto the box. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. So you kind of get the idea. I'll let it drip out onto the box, and then as soon as it hardens up, I'll scrape it off and I'll put it onto where I want it. So then you can kind of see that I do that. And I personalize for each couple. So this couple had a fairly religious ceremony, so I incorporated some verses from Genesis around in their background. I also will incorporate like their colors, their theme, and you can kind of see I create levels with using the ring boxes to elevate the invitation up off of the surface, which I really like doing. And what else, Alice? Is there anything else that I missed talking about? The levels of the invite. So I personally use ring boxes to create the levels, or I'll use cardboard boxes to get the invitation up off the surface, because I think it gives a nice shadow and it gives a more three-dimensional look to it. So yeah, for this couple I went out and I just bought a bouquet at Giant Eagle, and I got a few things at Dollar Tree and was able to style it with that. But on the day of the wedding, I'll use whatever you have. So if you have a florist that can give you extra blooms, that's great. It will only enhance your images. And so some people ask, do you do the same thing every single week? And I don't. I do try to personalize it for my couples. based on their color, their style, the look of their wedding, and what's important to them. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works as far as styling. So thanks so much, guys, and have a great day.